Hello, everybody. How many of you have gone to a high-end retail store like a Nordstrom or a Patagonia online in the last few weeks? Quite a few of you, right? Chances are high, if you spend more than 30 seconds on those websites, you will find a customer support agent reach out to you with a chat something like this. This is becoming highly common because even if you try to talk to each and every visitor on the website, if you reach the 10 to 15% that were on the verge of buying, you can have a meaningful impact on your bottom line. It's great for big businesses. But what can small businesses do? Small businesses don't have the resources to hire tons of customer support agents on the side to talk to each and every visitor. And even if they talk to just the 10 to 15% on the verge, they'd be sitting in front of a computer all day. They can't do that. And that's where Lexity Live Sales comes in. Meet Patrick, who sells high-end coffee equipment online. And here's Andrew, who is on the website trying to buy a coffee maker, espresso maker. As he's doing that, Lexity is looking at each and every visitor that's coming to Patrick's website, trying to figure out if anyone is on the verge of buying. And when that happens, we trigger a text message to Patrick. Patrick's cell phone is on the right side. Once he gets this text message, there will be a link in there which he can click to figure out everything about this customer. That might be how much time he has spent on the website, what links he has clicked on, but most importantly, Patrick will be able to see the specific products that the customer has been browsing on their website. I'll give it a couple of seconds for the Wi-Fi to catch up.
Never use the Wi-Fi.
Now, the big innovation for us here is, of course, the integration with the commerce platforms. Now, since we're talking about retail, it's very important for the merchant to know which part of the site the customer is on. If someone is browsing high-end retail items, they're more interested. If they're looking at batteries, they might not be interested in reaching out. All right, we'll switch over to the video. So here's, on the left, we have the iPad where our potential customer is browsing. And once we detect that this person is a potential buyer, we will send a text message to the merchant's cell phone on the right. There it comes. He clicks on the link. And now he's looking at what the customer has been looking at. So you can see the product images there. Clicks on the link. And now, Patrick, having figured out that this is a potential buyer, sends a chat request which goes to the customer. The customer has a very specific question, the kind of question only a store owner can answer. Sends that over. Patrick knows exactly what Andrew, the potential buyer, is looking for, and responds. Within seconds, Andrew has built a relationship with the customer, with the merchant, and decides to buy. And that's Lexity Live Sales, turning casual visitors into actual buyers. And this isn't only for retail. Turns out, Patrick has a day job. He is a real estate agent. Now, Andrew happens to be walking past one of Patrick's listings and decides to pull it up on his mobile phone. Again, Lexity is looking at each and every visitor and decides, this might be a potential buyer. Again, we send a text message to Patrick, but this time, when he pulls up the customer, we even tell Patrick that this person is on a mobile phone. Instead of sending a chat request, he even shares his phone number. So now, the customer, instead of having to type on his little cell phone, can pick up the phone and call the real estate agent in this case. Within seconds, a visitor turned into a buyer. And this is Lexity Live Sales. It's simple. All we need is Patrick's cell phone, It's affordable at just $100 a month, and no customer support agents to hire, train, or manage. And it's effective, turning casual visitors into lifelong customers. Thank you.
So startups that try to address a local business market typically have one of their biggest problems is how do you acquire customers, right?
Right.
I mean, they're notoriously hard to get to because there are so many of them spread across the entire country or around the world. So what are your plans for acquiring new customers?
We're a 2.0 company. We're actually an app platform for SMBs already. We've been around for 3 years, and we reach about 1 million merchants already. This is one of our new apps that we're going to be able to distribute to them. So we work exclusively with channel partners like Shopify, Magento, BigCommerce, etc. Bring our apps to their customers. But that has been very successful for us.
You're adding a significant amount of cost for the merchant if you can't really identify who's on the fence about buying. If you're adding extra customer service towards those users who are going to buy regardless, then that's, could be a net negative for the business owner. How are you going to really identify those customers who are there who really could be swayed versus those that are probably going to buy it or wouldn't even if a customer service called them?
Yeah, because we have data on all of these merchants already, we are able to do the data analysis that is required on a per vertical basis. So we can say, here's the number of pages, number of products that they viewed versus random about us pages or whatever. That helps us identify. That's interestingness that we built in ourselves. And because they're only getting a call when there's a qualified customer, it makes a lot of sense for them.
So you have to tell us more about this business that you keep referring to with 1 million customers and Shopify and all that, because the pitch by itself, it's interesting, but it's like, hurdle after hurdle. Like, how do you get customers? How do you, how do you keep them on? How do you decrease the customer service costs instead of increasing them? But there's something that you already have that seems to work, and this is something that you built on top of that or add on.
That's right. So what
the packages might be more interesting than the individual app.
Well, so what I can tell you what we have for those million merchants. We have an app that allows them to do retargeting at $99 a month, including on Facebook. We are the cheapest Facebook retargeting solution out there. We have search marketing for them. We have Google Shopping for them. We have not only do we have these apps, I was going to say display advertising, etc., but our third-party partners are also on our app. So Olark, Optimizely, The Find, all of them find distribution through us to merchants. So we have all of this app platform built out, but no app platform is interesting if you don't have interesting apps on it. And this is the first solution where an SMB who's mobile can do it by himself. And we're very excited about it, but all of the other apps are doing very well too.
You really might be onto something because, as Jeff said, customer acquisition in the small, medium business world is the hardest part. So if you have that already, the distribution and layering on useful tools,
Thank you.
Sounds interesting.
Thank you.
I think that you're onto something for sure. I think it's a really interesting concept of how do you get more people on the purchase site. I think you need to think through the user experience a little bit, and I'll tell you why. If you are a merchant, to get these text notifications, it's going to very meaningfully interrupt your entire day.
Oh, yeah.
And if somebody's going to order a product for $50, you're not going to want to have to keep going through this, and it's maybe 1 out of 10 people that reach out to you on chat that buy something.
Yep.
And so you're probably catering to people that are very first starting out and care about each order, and those are the people that are going to be super price sensitive. So I don't know that I'd want to be getting text messages all day about people that are wondering to buy widget A or widget B from my website.
You're absolutely right. There are 3 audiences. Number 1, the people who are just starting off, they will take every $50 sale. Number 2, people who have high-end products, like the coffee equipment, every sale is a $3,500 sale. If I was driving on 101, I would pull up and take that SMS because I know that can make a sale. And number 3, real estate agents, and people like that. Dentists, augmentation clinics, this is tens of thousands of dollars of potential sales. Thank you, Jason, who might use this. So you're exactly right. Different people will use it in different ways. I don't want to get a call every time someone wants to, buy a battery.
I think this is interesting.
Why wouldn't a real estate agent just put their cell phone number on their website and have somebody call them?
Of 100 people that come to your website, 2 will buy. 2 might send you a chat request, contact us. About 15 would have bought, but they didn't contact you. This is for the 15% additional And if you think about 2% actually buying, you could double, triple your sale. We had a customer, I talked to him last week, he's on a non-mobile product, just sitting on the website. He's contacted 6 people, 5 responded, made $2,000 in sales in 2 hours. And now he's hiring a person to do it full time. But he doesn't need to, because now it's on his mobile phone.
And I hear that Zillow charges $20 per lead through Zillow for the realtors and brokers.
Yeah.
And that's just an email that goes to they can't do anything live.
Great. Let's hear it for Lexity. Well done.
Thank you.
Just for my grand jury, that is a 2.0 company.